Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are Beyond Borders. I am Joshua and I'm an American.
And I'm Hope and I am a South African.
We met in the States while she was finishing her schooling and I was climbing rocks in the woods. And that's how we met each other. We dated there for 3 years, 2.5 years, and then we came to South Africa.
Yeah, 3.5.
3.5. And then we came to South Africa. We've been here for about a year.
And a half-ish.
Year and a half-ish. And I have not gotten my spousal visa yet. So we still have to leave the country every 3 months so I can renew my visitor's visa. And
Immigration don't come for us.
yeah. No, you guys told us to do this.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The Home Affairs actually told us. I always forget this.
Every time I've talked to an
Yeah.
immigration person in South Africa, they've told me something different.
Yeah.
They've
oh my
said, but
gosh.
one time I went to a big Home Affairs, went to the immigration department, and they said, listen, just to be safe, you should leave the country every 3 months. There's a whole bunch of places I want to see around here anyway, but they said if you stay more than 90 days, when the person scans your passport, you will be banned.
Yeah.
For 1 year, if you overstayed by 5 days, and I think after 5 days it turns into 5 years.
Yes.
So even though I'm allowed to stay in South Africa for over 90 days, let's say I want to go visit my mom because she, you know, for any reason I want to go visit someone, or I just want to go to Lesotho or anything like that, I will get banned and not be allowed to re-enter. So I can stay, but I'm essentially trapped until I get my visa through. So to err on the side of safety, we've been leaving every 3 months. We've been to Eswatini, we've been to Lesotho, we've been to Mozambique, and is there one I'm missing?
Yes.
Oh, Botswana. We've been to Botswana. That was the
Yes.
first one we went to.
So we've been to 4.
Yeah, 4 countries. And
No, go
ahead.
We've been to Lesotho twice and we're thinking of doing Lesotho again.
No, we've only been there once. We're thinking about going to Lesotho a second time.
My bad. So we've been everywhere once.
Been everywhere once. Yeah, everywhere once.
What? Okay, no, I know why I think we've been somewhere twice because I went to Mozambique twice this year.
And
so that's why I felt like
we
that.
keep talking about going back to Lesotho because it was so beautiful. It was so easy to get there.
It was so affordable.
I'm a little nervous about flying right now because I feel like they might not give me 90 days in the airport.
Right.
So we're kind of out of places to drive to unless we could go to Zim potentially.
Yeah.
Namibia is where we want to go, but that's a long drive from Pretoria.
It is.
So yeah, the last place we went to is Mozambique.
And for everyone, we are married. If we haven't said that yet. Yeah. So we applied for the spousal visa already like a year ago.
Yeah, it's been over a year since not quite over a year, but close.
Oh, yeah, 11 months.
Yeah, close to a year on waiting for the spousal visa. When I applied for it, they told me it would be 6 months to 2 years. And we haven't heard a peep since. So I think we're actually going to go to Home Affairs pretty soon and see if we can rattle the cage a little bit, see if we can get some action.
I've been trying to set up a meeting. What is it, an appointment at Home Affairs, and I cannot because my last name, so maybe someone in the comment section might help me with this. My last name is hyphenated, and each time I put it on the Home Affairs website, it just doesn't read my last name.
Yeah, do they want something instead of the hyphen? Do they want a period or a comma? We don't know because it seems like she can't register for an appointment anywhere.
And if you guys know how to do that, please
please,
tell
that would
me.
be very helpful.
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, so now we're going to kind of go over the process of how we got married and where we are now. So just kind of a life update.
Right. So we got engaged in May of 2023. So as you guys know, we started dating 2019, got engaged May 2023, right after my graduation. It was like 2 weeks before my graduation, but it was after I had finished school.
Yeah, and she already had her plane ticket of when she was leaving the country. And the only rule she gave me was I have to be finished with school. And while she might not have technically gone through the graduation ceremony, this was her graduation present from me, was going to Washington, D.C.
Yes, that's what he said.
Yeah.
He said, here's your graduation gift. Me, on the other hand, Skepsel, did not even think this man was going to propose. I should have known.
I think subconsciously she didn't want to ruin the surprise, so she just like blocked it from her mind. But that was the whole plan. I mean,
Yes.
and I had that plan for months and months. I had a photographer hired. I searched and searched for like the best Airbnb we could find. I thought of all the sites to see and everything we could do in DC. But that's
Yeah.
where I proposed. I'll probably put some pictures here of the
Yes.
proposal.
It was beautiful. But anyway, so a month after that, May proposal, June, I had my ticket because I was on a scholarship, and my scholarship doesn't play games. They booked the ticket for me and said, "You are going home." But anyway, I was so happy to come home anyway. So June I came back and Josh stayed in the States, and I was engaged after that.
Because I was not letting her leave without a ring. She had it.
Yeah, so we were engaged May. So I think we are one of the few people that were engaged for such a short time. Now thinking about
yeah,
it.
it was a very short engagement.
Yes, because he then came in August. And then when he came in August to South Africa, we stayed for a month and then got married in September of 2023.
Yes.
And he came and we were thinking about how we're going to do the lobola negotiations and everything around that. And I spoke to him. He spoke to his family, and we finally decided that, well, they could not come then.
Right.
So they were going to be on Zoom or FaceTime.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to be on FaceTime. So he found some... Will you tell your story? Where am I? Let him tell his story, because I've had some people, not recently, I've heard some people in the comment section say, "Hope, let him speak." Guys.
I feel like I talk the most.
Recently, because
Yeah.
I've been listening to your comment section.
So your advice worked, guys. Good job. But yeah, so I talked to my family. Also, Hope told me about lobola on our very first date, so I was well informed. I knew what to expect. It was no surprise to me. So I told my family when it was going to be, and my mom was there on FaceTime during the whole process.
And your uncle.
Yeah, my mom and my uncle
And
was
your
there.
brother.
Yeah. So I had a whole little section.
Right.
They were in my pocket during the negotiations, but like we had like a 4-hour long FaceTime video. But the church, the local church, gave me basically a mom and a dad, Pastor Mark and his wife, and they were my like liaisons. They took care of me throughout the whole process. They negotiated for me, and they told me everything. You know, I could even see that like they hadn't done it in English before, it didn't seem like, and he's kind of like translating in her head, saying like, "We found a beautiful flower that we would like to come and pick." And we stood at the gate and paid money to get in, and then they let us in. They put me in a room, and they went and had lunch for like 2 hours while I sat there and sweated. And then they came to get me, and we started the negotiation process. They were really friendly and easy on me.
I was so happy.
I was so happy too. It was a beautiful experience.
It was.
And like obviously being an American, I've never heard of lobola.
Yes.
You know, I didn't know it was a thing. But I love their tradition. I think it's a great idea. Not only because like the family deserves, you know, getting a payment for me taking this beautiful woman out of their family and into my family. But it also, as the husband, it kind of gives you some like negotiating power. You know, if I feel like she's being too involved in like the family matters, I can be like, "Hey, this is my wife now, not so much your daughter." You know, obviously she was still a part of both families.
He's nice, by the way.
Yeah, but it does, I just like the concept behind it. Not
Right.
that anything's come up, but I think it's a beautiful tradition. I really, really like it. And I was so happy to be able to be a part of it. You know, and they were so welcoming and accommodating to me. You know, they made it easy on me. They made it so I understood everything that was going on. And it was just such a fun ceremony. When it ended with my wife and 2 other similar looking ladies underneath blankets, and I had to choose.
And we have videos, you guys.
Yeah.
We have videos of this thing. Yeah, but you had to choose. I'll continue on that. Please remind me.
Okay. But I had to choose from 3 ladies under a blanket who was who, and I got it on the
4.
second try.
4 ladies.
It was 4?
Yeah, it was me, my cousin, and Mandy, and the lady from the neighbor.
I thought it was just 3.
It was 4.
But I got it on the second try, so I either got it 2 out of 3 or 2 out of 4.
Yeah, he did well though.
Yeah, but it was a great ceremony. It was a great tradition. I was so
Yeah.
happy to be a part of it. It was so much fun. And then we had a nice big braai afterwards, and everyone
Everybody
hung
was
out and had a good time.
We played music.
I got to know a lot of people in the church and the
Yeah.
local community, so it was really like a great way to introduce me, and I felt super welcomed.
Yeah. And yeah, anyway, I was saying we do have the videos, but I think because we are still gonna have another ceremony, maybe we'll see, of finalizing everything with his family here, in person. We think that's gonna be good for everyone. My family and his family are gonna get to meet in person and pretty much just build a relationship, because marriage is also about bringing 2 families together, right?
Yes.
But I think when we do that, I have been thinking maybe that's when we can share the videos, and I've been thinking maybe keep these videos for us. But yeah, guys, let us know if you're like, please show us the video. Maybe
good
we'll show
videos.
like clips here and there
Yeah.
when he's picking me from the other ladies and so yeah, that's gonna be, maybe we'll share some of that with you guys.
Yes.
But yeah, it was nice. It was really fun. So that is our marriage update.
Yeah, so recap, we are married.
We are married.
We've been
Sometimes
married.
I don't wear my ring because,
wear
guys,
mine.
do you guys, if you're married, are we supposed to wear our rings at home?
Well, this is the thing. So we're married, but we haven't actually had a wedding yet. So
Yeah.
We're still waiting because we've been kind of moving around a lot. We did the lobola negotiation, but that's all we've
Because
done.
we wanted to be married.
Yeah, so we're like legally married here, traditionally
Married.
and by the government, but we haven't done the final lobola ceremony because my family hasn't been able to come here yet.
Yeah.
And then we haven't done a traditional wedding. So we're
Yes.
probably gonna do like a Venda traditional wedding, we're gonna do a white wedding, and then we're probably gonna do another wedding in the US. So we're gonna be getting married for like the next 5 years.
Josh says that all the time, but yeah.
But I say that because she doesn't have a wedding band yet.
Yes.
She only has an engagement ring, which is like a big rock to wear around all the time.
Yes. And I don't want to do dishes with it. And another thing, like, I'm just so skeptical of weddings, you guys. I don't like having all the attention to myself. And I don't like having too many people around because I just don't like having too many people around. But I think maybe later I'll get over it and then we'll have this wedding.
And if not, we'll have a destination wedding on a little tiny island.
And we're going to
Like-
elope.
With like 5 people.
Oh, okay. With 5 people. I agree with whatever Josh
So
is
there's
saying.
lots of options for us.
Yes.
I think we're gonna have many ceremonies in the future.
So pray for us, guys.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's been fun being married. I thought marriage was going to be harder than dating. But no.
Much easier.
Marriage is way easier, in my opinion, than dating because, like, so many things that I had to do for myself, by myself, he can do it too now.
This morning the phone rang at 8:30 in the morning, and we're not necessarily morning people.
Yeah.
Not right now at
Yeah,
this stage.
we're still
And she
sleeping
just,
at
it's for you. It's an unknown number, so you don't know who it is.
So I'm
It's for
sleeping
you.
and I'm like,
Answer it.
answer my phone, please.
The perks of being the wife.
No, like filing taxes.
Yeah,
You know, medical aid, like
Right.
so many things. I'm like, have you called the medical aid?
Yeah. No, it's
What
great.
about insurance?
It's been great. It's like having a partner in everything you do. You know,
Yes.
she's more than my wife. She's my teammate.
Yes.
She's my life partner, and we're both very, very happy, especially me.
Yes, and I take care of other things too, guys. I do the planning for trips.
Yes.
I'm like the trip person. I'm that, and then he does the doctor's
The
appointments.
rest of everything.
Everything. So yeah.
No, we have a fair split, a very
We
fair
do.
split.
But recommendation: if you find a good person, you can marry them when you're ready, because marriage is fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Marriage is a good thing.
Alrighty.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.